Alright everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Analog Horror Reaction, where in this time we're gonna be going ahead and watch the, let's say, the volume 1 or the season 1 of Arachnopocalypse, if I ever said that right. This analog horror is entirely made by Channel Zero. I'll put the link down in the description down below so you guys can watch it at your own risk. Well, let's get started with the spiders, and this is the first disclaimer I will be having after you guys. If you have any arachnophobia, then don't watch the video. You can still watch the original creator on the tab, but minimize the volume so that you can hear the information while avoiding the visual of the spiders for arachnophobia people. So that way you'll support both creators and mine. And well, let's get into it. Alright, let's get to this first video of the season 1. The Gainesville EBS Tape. The May of 1988 classified. Again, in these classified tapes, your permission is always granted, alright? If you have any thoughts or theories, write down in the comments right now because I would love to hear it. Every single comment. From based on your theories that is lore catching and it's accurate to the next season, next episode. You know what this goes. Alright, so let's resume the video. Emergency broadcast system. This is civil emergency message broadcast from Gainesville, Florida. Of course. May 19, 1980. Other direction of the reverse broadcast system. This information. Sometimes Florida actually no offense Florida people from the Florida US, but sometimes weird stuff is really going on in your area, like legitimately. I wanna take out the context from my mind right now.
This is not a test.
A minute turn alert.
This is an emergency broadcast issued under executive directive authorized by the governor of Florida in response to escalating wildlife threats. This broadcast is directed towards residents of North Florida due to a growing number of potentially dangerous giant arachnids that first appeared in Colombia and have now spread through Central America into the southern United States.
That fast? What is this? What is this? Oh, these are two species of arachnids from Colombia, I guess.
All residents of the following locations have received this message under the direction of the Observational Monitoring and Research Command, also known as OMARC. Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana, Tangivirus related, Gates Crossing,
Georgia, Northern Florida, and South Carolina.
Oh my gosh, the South states are
cooked. A coordinated multi-state alert protocol enacted to monitor and contain the threat. These arachnids are unusually large and aggressive, especially towards
this big. Can you imagine walking down the street and see this behemoth in campsite or in a forest? Like, when you look up, you see a predator. They're about to hunt you down with their tongue or something like that, and they lunch you up and then eat you.
Humans.
That's horrible.
Civilian cooperation is mandatory under the directive of OMARC. Please take all precautions seriously to avoid endangerment of yourself or your family.
Avoid densely wooded areas at all costs, or areas with suspicious...
Whoa! Flash images! Alright. Wow, that big.
Suspiciously little wildlife, as this is where the giant arachnids usually live. Avoid going out after dark, as this is when they become most active.
Makes
sense. Do not investigate strange noises. Do not investigate disappearances of pets, neighbors, or other humans. Leave this to your local law enforcement. If you see signs or caution tape warning you in front of an area, do not proceed further, and make your way away from the area. If you start hearing clicks or hisses in the area you are in, slowly leave the area immediately.
Clicks or hisses? Click reference? Last of Us? Hello? Okay.
Immediately.
I need to stop joking.
Don't ever try to handle or photograph.
It even has like a leg hook thing. Probably latch down to a human and then just flings up in the air and then flings up in the forest and then eat you.
A giant spider.
Okay, it has 8 eyes as normal. Okay, good.
As this could be very dangerous. Avoid going near any spiders presumed to be over 3 feet.
Wow, that's how big this thing is. Like, you can compare even the wall of the abandoned house or abandoned structure itself. Yes, giant spider rooting on the abandoned building. Like, look at this thing. It's so massive. Like, it takes up an entire wall. Oh my gosh.
In width. If you find yourself having been confronted by a giant spider, do not panic. Make yourself
It's
look
a
big and
Titan-sized
menacing,
spider.
as these spiders will not attack potentially dangerous creatures alone. Then, slowly back away without turning your back on the spider, putting as much distance from yourself and the spider, and make your way out.
So basically, like, they're like T-Rex spiders that they. Wait, hold on. I might be cooking here. So you know that one SCP, right? Whenever you look straight into it, will never let go of its eyes. They stay put. Whenever you look away, instant death. That might be a similar reference to the spider over here. Like they're bucking the rah, and then slowly back away. That kind of makes sense. Like that one SCP. I forget this name. I might look it up later.
Of the area. Once you are safe, go to your local law enforcement station and report the incident. Follow these instructions, and you will be safe. Stay safe, and never go out at night if you live by a forest.
Well, that sucks. Because that would be oh. So in that video alone, we see the Gainesville EBS tape, and we kind of see that this same ginormous spider, well, let's say invaded some of the states. We got Texas, we got Oklahoma, we got hold on. We got Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, North Florida, and
South Carolina.
South Carolina. So basically, this spider alone infiltrated or invaded from the Columbia, from the Columbia, and adapting to live in the U.S., specifically the southeast. That's horrible. Anyway, not much theories I can think of, but let me rephrase this. If you live in that state, and if you're in this situation, go close all of your windows and doors. Alright? And I'm pretty sure these type of spiders can track you by scent. Like how big this is! It's like, it looks like it's enough to break a freaking window. Or even a wall or something. It even has the hook thing, like hook legs. It'll latch on the victims. Wow, that thing is ginormous. Like, can you even imagine? Like, imagine this behemoth size, literally across the wall, which is insane. I get the armor piercing ready. Oh my gosh. This is worse than, I don't know, like some normal spiders that you encounter in Australia, in Florida, except this one, because this one is thankfully not real, and in Colombia, I'm guessing. So we're gonna be watching the second video of the season 1, the log number 8187, the May of 21st, 1998. The following recording has been altered in that I haven't finished reading. The following recording has been altered so that classified information can be redacted. Hey. Alright, hold on. Is there any video description? Okay, no, there's no video description. Get like, subscribe. Nice. Alright.
Look, Velson, all that
Yeah, I gotta maximize this volume so that you can hear it. So this is from Omark, 5th of 21st, and log number 187. Do not redistribute.
I'm trying to explain to you is that, well, that detail should have probably been included in the official broadcasts.
What detail?
Well, you know, the detail that they...
Like, why? Why are you even redacting the very important information that we want to know? Huh? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that detail. I see what you mean now, Carson.
Well, why did you choose to not include it?
What do you mean? Well, why would I include it?
You know what I mean? Don't give me that. You're gonna get people killed over this.
It's not something that the public needs to know.
Of
What the hell are you talking about? Belson, this is a big deal.
I get that it is. Nobody except for us and the local government needs to know about that part, Carson. You don't get it.
You're not listening to me. By not putting that information on the public radar, you are risking hundreds of lives. You need to start listening to me.
No, just no.
Dude, you are always so ignorant over this stuff. Make it public.
You are partly to blame
Me?
here. Yeah,
How the hell am I the
easily
problem? No,
edited that
you
in
cannot
there.
keep avoiding what needs to be said and done, or you'll cause us a bad reputation and possibly a lawsuit. Do you even understand that?
You do know we could always just, pretend that we didn't know, maybe?
There's just no changing your mind ever, is there? You're the most stubborn person I know.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, man. Don't reveal it. Just know that it'll find its way into the public radar one way or another. If we get questioned about why the hell this wasn't revealed ages ago, you're the one taking all the blame for it. Don't throw me under the bus or mention me at all.
well, that was awful. Oh, it is Russian. This one is a Russian text. So again, not much going on the log number 187, except the two of the employees on the OMARC, basically talking about that. Maybe that same spider that is the first guy redacting, telling it the detail. And it's like Carson, like, oh yeah, that detail, like what why do you want to hide it and kind of stuff. So already they're into sketchy stuff. Like in the previous, this is the previous 2 days. I think 2 days. Let me go check. Hold on. Yeah, it is 2 days after the EBS. So basically, alerting people to be aware of this upcoming ginormous spiders that are on your courtyard or right even your backyard. Okay. Again, not much going around except these two dang employers are pretty much into sketchy stuff. Again, if you want to watch this by yourself and then make a theories or a summary of each episode, again, go put down a link down in the description down below and include the timestamp so that I will go and check it out. Alright, let's get to the next video then. But I wanna translate this text first, the title. Okay, so let me go and Google Translate this one. The pictures. Alright, so we got the original the title for this third video of the first season. We have State Communication. Interesting. So we got State Communication May 22nd of 1988. Alright. I mean, it's 40 seconds too long. Ain't that big of a deal. State Communication. The TBCCP. Am I gonna translate every Russian that I know that I see? Might as well. Oh, time. Okay.
Мы здесь, чтобы прервать вашу
We're here to
трансляцию.
interrupt your broadcast.
СССР вынесет
The USSR will
предупреждение
issue
всем
a
гражданам.
warning to all citizens.
Мы считаем, что
With a
гигантский
bit of a
вид
giant arachnid
паукообразных
species, this
опустошил
is
Запад.
devastated. So this is 3 days after the emergency broadcast system back in Florida, which spreads USSR concerns over it. Wow.
Мы закроем все границы для
We will
СССР
close
и
all
его
borders to the
союзников.
USSR and its allies.
Мы считаем, что это
I
может
believe
быть
this may be
атака с
an
Запада.
attack from the west. Alright, again, not much going on. It's basically a USSR broadcast video wherein they're in rich race of concerns of what the heck is even going on in southeast of the US. Like, imagine seeing that thing IRL. Oh my gosh. I would have felt the same from the USSR soldiers. I would have felt the same because holy crap, no one's gonna deal with that crap unless you wanna nuke the entire area. That's the only result you can do against those ginormous spiders. Again, this is arachnophobic warning for you guys. So you better be ready. Alright, well, let's continue. So we got the first part of the Arachnopocalypse, species log 1, the Goliath Maneater. The following contains... I haven't finished reading! Okay. The following contains imagery and graphics that some viewers may find disturbing. Viewers' discretion is advised. Alright, this rated 18 plus now because of what the tape said. So, but you've been warned.
Life on Earth has changed slowly over millions of years. Organisms adapt. They grow, split, die off.
Oh,
It's a
fly,
cycle
nice.
we
So
thought
cycle.
we understood, but something has emerged that doesn't follow the rules. To understand why, we must dive into the history of these life forms. This family is known as the Magnaraniae, and this all
Magnaraniae. I can't. I mean, it's good pronunciation, but I can't. It's a dramatic response, so I gotta translate that. What the heck is this? My guess is gonna be like a mega spider. Okay, that doesn't actually help. The Magnarani. Like, it doesn't even help. Alright, well.
starts with the first subfamily.
I can't even see the text, but there's 4 spiders. The Serperidae, or Serperido, the Longulanoi. I definitely pronounced that wrong. It looks like this one is a black widow. It looks like it has the skull on its web butt. Consolidate. This one looks like a strider, and this one is the what we have seen.
Family, Goliathae.
The Goliath, which says Goliath Maneater.
This subfamily includes the massive Goliath Man-Eater.
Oh! Jesus! Freaking sound is what makes me go thrill. Whoa, that thing is gigantic! Wow. Again, oh, this is the Goliath eating a man right now. Okay, apologies for the arachnophobic people that is watching this. I'm sorry.
Widespread, most
Confidential? You mean redacted? There's even parts of Australia too. Oh my god.
common species of Magnarinaea. The Goliathae are best characterized as possessing no venom or poisons at all, and
I mean, that's good, but again, man-eater. It's from the species name itself.
having mostly brute strength to rely on. These spiders are very agile and will use a number of methods to attack its prey, including, but not limited to, jumping into the air and landing directly on it. Once
So basically, a jump spider mix it with the Titan serum from Attack on Titan and then turn into this. Oh my gosh.
the spider has immobilized or crippled the target, it will begin to feed on the target.
Ooh! Oh, by the way, to the people who are wearing headphones right now, I'm sorry. Rip headphones users. That's what I'm gonna say. You'd be wrong.
After this process has been completed, the spider will then drag what is left and string it up, making it become part of its web fortress, where it will then
I'm guessing this is gonna be the leftover bodies incubation. Ugh, I can't imagine that. Oh, why am I thinking that? Oh no.
lay eggs in the now half-eaten corpse, and continue the cycle. Appearance-wise, as you can see, they resemble tarantulas, with high
Yeah, basically what I recently did on my thumbnail, the Goliath bird eater tarantula. It kind of resembles like this.
elongated
That's what I used in the
legs
thumbnail as well. That's
and
good.
large hooked claws on each limb.
Yeah, this is the Goliath bird eater tarantula. So pretty much the same mechanic as the Goliath man eater, but eating humans. Okay.
Spiders are highly aggressive and are highly sensitive to light or certain
Alright, that's good. So I can bring up like I don't know, a 1,000 times bright flashlight and just blind the freak out of this guy.
frequencies. These spiders also have the capability to immobilize their prey with silk, although this tactic is rarely ever seen. usually only if it doesn't have enough room to use its sheer strength effectively, such as the situation where it is in your home.
Drew, how can he even fit in my house? Oh, that's probably it. And this is from Colombia. Alright. So what we previously watched is the what important to know about the Goliath Maneater. Again, this is a pretty short summary to me. If we want to look up on Goliath Bird Eater Tarantula, that's how Goliath Maneater mechanics is. Except jumping on, lunging on the prey, and then just eat the heck out of it, and then just let over the bodies, and then drag it in and across the tree, and wow, and then basically laying eggs and then repeating its cycle. Goodness. Ay. So again, not much going around except the visual of explanation of the Goliath Maneater. Was recently shown in this video. So let's go into the fourth one or the fifth one. I don't know. Okay, this one is National Emergency Transmission, Columbian Republic. Oh, this is August 14, 1983. This took back like 5 years ago. Alright, let's see how this is going. And it's currently 9:17 p.m. How is this gonna...
Atención. Esta es una transmisión oficial del Gobierno de la República de Colombia. Se solicita a la población mantener la calma y prestar atención a la siguiente información. Debido a una situación biológica anómala actualmente bajo investigación, el Gobierno Nacional, en coordinación con organismos científicos internacionales, ha declarado estado de restricción preventiva en múltiples regiones del país. Esta medida tiene como único objetivo la protección de la vida civil. A partir de este momento...
So what we got here from that video, mandatory provisions is what they're saying from the Colombia. Alright. Oh, I forgot to like this. Let's keep going.
Se suspenden los desplazamientos no esenciales entre zonas rurales y urbanas. Se establece toque de queda desde las 18 hasta las 6 en áreas previamente notificadas. El acceso a zonas boscosas, selváticas o de cobertura vegetal densa queda estrictamente prohibido. Estas disposiciones son obligatorias. Se recomienda a todos los ciudadanos permanecer en espacios cerrados y iluminados. Evitar ruidos innecesarios durante la noche.
Yep, that's what I predict. The spiders can sense noise.
No seguir rastros, sonidos inusuales ni movimientos en áreas aisladas. No intentar documentar, fotografiar o registrar organismos no identificados. En caso de observar...
Okay, so basically if you're like a journalist and studying about this particular spider, they're just gonna like, you know too much, I'm gonna eat you. Like, basically like that. No.
Señalización de advertencia, cinta de seguridad o presencia militar no proceda. Se informa que algunas interrupciones en las comunicaciones y ausencias temporales de personas han sido reportadas en zonas específicas. Se solicita no realizar búsquedas independientes. Las autoridades competentes se encuentran atendiendo cada caso conforme a los protocolos establecidos. Toda información oficial será transmitida exclusivamente a través de canales autorizados. La difusión de rumores, grabaciones no verificadas o interpretaciones personales dificulta las labores de protección y puede poner vidas en riesgo. El gobierno de la República de Colombia reafirma que la situación está siendo contenida.
For now, it's
Se cuenta con la colaboración de expertos especializados. Se están tomando todas las medidas necesarias. Cumpla las instrucciones.
Okay.
Permanezca atento. No actúe por cuenta propia.
And that's it.
Esta transmisión se repetirá.
Okay. So we got from the fifth or fourth video. I lost count already. What the crap? So basically, the Republic of Colombia from back at 1983, informing everyone that that same spider from Mediterranean, I'm guessing. I'm actually pronounced it wrong or said it wrong even. And basically those Goliath Maneater. Yes, Goliath Maneater. That same spider and other informing people to evacuate, like lock up, like warded up windows and lock all the doors and remain vigilant because again they can sense sound like clickers will do from The Last of Us. So yeah, so that's basically it. So informing people, aware, warning people, and basically don't ever go to the dark alley whenever it comes nighttime. Because that's where the ginormous spiders are active from that given point of a time. And also, even though it's a daytime, don't go in the forest alone or even a group of your friends because, well, we already know what's gonna happen. Yeah. And again, for journalists or the people who actually study spiders, don't go too close on the spiders, or they'll eventually just look at you and say, "You know too much, boy. You know too much. I'm gonna eat you alive." So that no information will be gathered in your facility. Like, oh, kind of like that scenario. But okay. So we're gonna do in the sixth video, which is research report, April 1st, 1985. So this happens on 3 years ago, from that EBS. Oh my. M. homocom dentis. Alright, well. So what I got from the Magnerinae homocom dentis. So it says giant man-eating spiders. So this is the different one from the Goliath man-eater. This is the giant man-eating spiders. Arles Figueroa. So, location Colombia. Status ongoing. Confidentiality sensitive. Okay. Alright. Grouping project Half-Life? Is that Half-Life symbol? I'm not sure. Use size average for homocom dentis amongst other Magnorea species have been reported. All species for 1979 are considered outdated. Individuals from farther south Amazonia reach much larger sizes. Alright, let's see this thing. Measurement taken on captured sedated individuals for Project Lambdas. Time frame given the following methods. Average length. Tarsus to ABD. Basically larger than a freaking Goliath man-eater. Man, he's a titan size. Average width. Oh, this is from 1979. So basically it grows. Alright. So this is the current one. The 1985. Wow. Oxygen levels in the Amazon are thought to be responsible for the increase in size. As it's already known, most members of Magnerinae are highly sensitive to bright light and will often see some just to get away. Open field testing has revealed homocom dentis to be highly sensitive to infrasound, basically radio waves, which is how they can detect prey from even the subtlest vibration. Oh, Quiet Place reference, that monster over there in the video. Wow. So the mechanics of the homocom dentis is similar to that monster from the Quiet Place, which is, again, the weakness is extremely high pitch of sound and bright lights. So that's a good thing. Additionally, we have determined a reliable frequency range of 5.12 Hz for deterrence and disorientation. Effects on other species are yet to be examined or tested. Man-eaters have incredibly quick speed and reaction time, making them excellent ambush predators. Okay, so pretty much the same mechanic as the monster from the Quiet Place. Alright. Again, man-eaters. Wait a second. Is this the same one, the Goliath man-eaters, or this is the one that is different? Segment 2. Rude behavior. Research at Site 5 over the last few months have revealed many things, including things we were afraid of finding out. We have found, for one, that their numbers are increasing substantially. Additionally, we found that their pack hunting behavior is far more complex than we previously thought. Segment 2. The Homo condent is potentially one of the most efficient predators of this planet. Further information and prediction cannot be disclosed at this time. Okay. Okay, so this is Colombia. Site 5. Zooming. Outpost 42. Outpost 43. Outpost 45. Agents from Outpost 42 were sent to Site 5 on August 24, 1984, so this is before the research report. Tasked with the mission of documenting Maneater travel patterns. Okay. What about the Outpost 43? Floyd Baker, one of our agents, went missing near Montarian under mysterious circumstances. Maybe the spider ate him? I'm just saying. No one has heard from him. The rest of the team made it to Site 5, where they were able to sedate a man-eater specimen. It was tagged with a tracking device left. Honestly, that's a smart play. That's a smart play, to be honest. From Omar. The team made their way back to Outpost 42 with no other problems to monitor the specimen contained A-9. While we received transmission periodically from the team at Outpost 42 as normal, they abruptly stopped after that. We received an audio transmission on September 9, 1984. The details are grim at best. Outpost 42 has been closed up. So some of the staff members on the Outpost 42 went missing after they went exited at the Site 5 going to Outpost 42 as usual. Right. No further information can be disclosed as of now. Alright. Between November 2nd, in 1984 and January 19, 1985, researchers outside of Outpost 43, this blue icon, documented increasing man-eater presence in the Orinoco Basin. So this location. Alright, well that seems concerning. It supports the theory that they are in fact expanding in which we are unsure of where they may go next. Okay. Oh gosh! Yo, Site 5 is toast and Outpost 43. So this guy, man-eating, has been expanding from the Colombia at best. Eating staff people slowly by surely in the entrance of the facility outside of the Site 5. Alright? Making sure that every known to man has been eaten. So basically they know too much is what I'm saying. And then they pretty much expand over the years or over the months from let's say April 1984 to 1985 January 19. They've been expanded to all across Colombia, and then eventually in the April or the May of 1988 they spread in the southeast of the US, the Brazil, Paraguay, Venezuela, Bolivia, and also Ecuador. I'm good at geography. Nice. Okay, so this, and again, not much going on except it pretty much explained the visual through the computer or web reports right now between that tapes. So we're looking forward ahead to Arachnopocalypse Species Log 2, which is Web Warden. I'm guessing this guy, the Consolidate.
Before we cover the next subfamily in the lineup, there is a disclaimer. Due to how recently the Magnarani emerged on Earth, combined with the danger of these organisms and the rapid escalation of the situation, it has been difficult for research organizations like OMAR to accurately characterize the individual species.
So basically, biology class.
into proper
Okay.
genuses and families. Because of this, as of the production of this log, each species simply goes under the same genus of Magnarania. Our next subfamily is the Consuelidae, or Consuelinae. Members of this sect are known to only inhabit tropical or subtropical parts of the world.
I'm probably cooked. No! Ain't no way! My own country has a species of a freaking web warden. Nah, I'm cooked! Nah, this is insane. Half of the Indian, whole parts of Southeast Asian, 1/5 of Australia, 1/3 of Africa, a whole South America, and 1/5 of North America. Caribbean is cooked. Central America is cooked. Half of the Mexico is cooked. And 1/3 of the US is cooked. And I'm fully cooked because I'm part of Southeast Asia. Okay. I might be chilling with Web Warden as long as they're not eating humans. That's what I'm concerning about.
As of this log's production, there are 8 species within this subfamily officially recognized by OMARC, but that
The
number is thought
consolidate
to change in the
818?
near future. Our first entry into this subfamily
The
is
Vigilantes.
the Web Warden.
This guy.
The Web Warden has long, sharp, spindly legs that it uses to grab and hold prey in place. It also uses its legs to hold itself onto its webs.
Makes sense.
The Web Warden, as its name suggests, produces a very strong and flexible silk, far thicker
So it's yellow. Interesting.
and stronger than normal spider silk, which it uses to create a very large web that attaches to different
Oh my gosh, you can actually see the webs from, I think, Amazon Rainforest by Felix Otto. Oh my gosh.
points of the surrounding forest in which
That looks actually satisfying. That actually looks pretty cool.
it dwells. The Web Warden is typically found in tropical to subtropical areas of both
No!
the north and southern hemisphere, especially where there's high humidity. Web wardens, along with other members of the Consuelinae, possess venom glands connecting to their
Of course, venom glands. Why wouldn't be there neurotoxin in the first place? Oh my goodness. Why am I stressing out
which
about
secrete
spiders?
venom that acts as a sedative. A web warden will never go on the ground unless there is a reason for it to relocate, and they
So basically, a territorial type spider. Honestly, I'm okay with that.
only remain completely stationary on their webs.
I'm okay with
The
that.
silk from a web warden is also somewhat transparent, allowing for light to fully pass through the silk and bounce off the surrounding
that is
terrain,
insane.
making it especially hard to see in low light conditions
Nah.
unless sun or moonlight glints off of it at a certain angle. The web warden will wait patiently perched on its web until any unsuspecting medium-sized creature comes along
Oh,
and
medium-sized.
accidentally walks into the web. Like a glue trap, the prey will not be able to escape. The web warden will detect the vibrations in the web produced by the struggling prey, and upon sensing this, it will immediately rush towards the prey with a sharp burst of speed, immediately grabbing onto the prey and injecting the sedative into its bloodstream, causing it to seize all movement and fall
So basically
asleep within
paralyzation.
minutes. This allows the spider to easily work with its prey, wrapping it in
So the venom secreting this web warden is both paralyzation and anesthesia in the hospitals. I mean, to stop the torture, alright, of being eaten, which again makes sense.
silk and saving it for later. Although medium or small-sized animals are the main sources of food for a web warden, they will eat any humans caught in their webs as well.
I thought we'd be cool in the web wardens, man. I thought we'd be cool. And turns out you're extremely hostile to humans as well, just like the Goliath Maneater. Are you serious right now, bro? Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up with this spider eating humans. That's the next level of arachnophobia, man. No, this is horrible. Oh my gosh, that is really horrible.
So you must enter any tropical forest with extreme caution in order to avoid walking into a web. If you notice a faint, unnatural golden glint in the air, notice the environment beyond is slightly blurred, or see the warden itself, this means you should not proceed
That thing is ginormous. Oh my god.
further. The
Wait, approached by Xi Chen. So basically from Brunei and China as
large,
well.
man-sized web wardens are all female, and they
Why? Why aren't all web warden
are
armies?
the ones capable of spinning webs and producing silk. The male web wardens are much smaller, only ever
Perfectly makes sense because all of the spider across their species are the female usually three times as bigger as their male initiative. Like, for example, if you have a black widow in your area, and then they're casually mating into each other, and then after that, the female black widow is just gonna like, oh, I'm gonna kill you instead and make you like an incubation for my baby. And then the male black widow, nothing else that they can do until they commit suicide, and then or what's worse, they commit their own body to their wives, and their wives are gonna eat them as a whole, or even use some part of it to make an incubation process through the cycle, which is horrible.
reaching the relative width of a fit, grown man's chest. The males
Oh my gosh, that's
lack
creepy.
basic hunting instinct and venom, and aren't dangerous to humans on their own.
Hey,
Sexual
my
dimorphism
man!
is similar in the previously covered Goliath Maneaters, and it works the exact same in every other consuelid species. Male Goliath Maneater
Okay, I'm messing with the male web warden, alright? They can be as much fun as they can in my house, alright? Since they're not venomous and they're not hostile against humans. I mess with the web wardens, man. I mess
are
with them.
2/3 to half the size of a female.
Oh! Man, the size are really picking up.
And typically don't hunt medium-sized prey, preferring to stick to smaller animals. Male web wardens will coexist with the female on her web, living on the outer edges and only feeding on scraps left over from her catches.
Oh my gosh, that's
During
horrible.
mating season, the male web warden will use a series of vibration signals to avoid being eaten themselves. Before mating with the female, the males will usually die after mating, and the female will continue to live on through winter until her eggs hatch. After mating, they will no longer catch prey, even if something may stumble into the web. Once her eggs hatch, only then will she die. Her
That's
offspring
horrible.
will use her massive body as a source of nutrition, allowing them to quickly grow up into adolescents, which are half the size of their adult counterpart. Once this stage of life is complete, they will scatter away from their mother's web to fend for themselves. With enough time, the original web will degrade, lose its stickiness, and turn into a non-dangerous cobweb. Both male and female web wardens tend to live for around 2-3 years, only reproducing at the final year in autumn. Web
that
wardens
makes
have
sense.
the strongest silk of any known organism, being able to withstand up to around 13 metric tons of force.
13 metric tons. So like, if I go hop into my to a 20-wheel size dump truck and then just ramming into that silk, does that mean that the force applied from that silk to the truck will actually make it stop? If that's so, that is incredibly strong.
The only known weaknesses of their silk are acids, corrosive enzymes, and fire.
Get the matchsticks ready. Get the matchsticks ready. We're committing arson! I'm just kidding. I've been aggressive all day long. I don't know why. Again, if you see the female web warden or being stuck in the silk, commit arson. Pretty much it.
This is the exact same with Goliath Maneater silk, which burns very easily. Although their appearance is more than unsightly, they are not at all dangerous.
Relocating warden. I mean, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as it looks. Yeah, it's not as bad actually.
unless you are caught in their web. Web wardens are not known to make any noise or vocalizations at all, only sticking to vibration signals.
Oh, so basically some of the spider sense, like, only sticking to the vibration, like basically blind, basically sense of hearing, sense of smelling. Alright.
The next species on the roster is the Consuela.
Alright.
The Consuela. The Consuela is the namesake
I'm actually
for the whole
way
subfamily
invested in this series already. Let's see
of
if that Consuela.
and it is one of the smallest in the whole group. Consuelas are found in humid subtropical to tropical regions of North and South America. Besides their size, the major things that separate them from other similarly structured consuelids are their fully black bodies and their much shorter front appendages.
Oh wow, that's a huge
Consuelas
disadvantage
have
for them.
white-colored silk. They also spin their webs between the trunks of trees and branches. Rarely will they ever go off of their webs, usually only during adolescence when they first locate a place to build their webs. Consuelas will wait perched on their webs, just like other members of the Consuelinae, waiting until a decently sized prey item stumbles into their web, immediately triggering the attack. A paralysis-inducing venom is injected into their prey, causing total paralysis within seconds. Any humans caught in their web are fair game as well. After the paralysis sets in, they will fully wrap their prey in silk. This is an extremely small window of time in which you have a chance to get out of this sticky situation alive. If other people happen to stumble upon you, call out for help the best you can. If the person or group of people have anything that can produce fire, have them very carefully burn away the silk threads to set you free. If they accidentally make contact with the web, pray.
Okay, what the heck is that jump scare? Nah. What the heck was that jump scare? I'm unfazed with that. Oh my gosh, what the heck was that? Oh, so this guy committed arson. Oh my gosh, he's been charred. Oh no. Oh no.
If you aren't able to be freed from the web of a Consuela, it will wait until you inevitably starve to death. Only then will it advance. And
so basically like elder mimics from Vita Carnis. Like, they'll wait for you to get starved or be weakening to death. Then they're just gonna eat you. Wow.
inject the body with its liquefying venom. Once it has had
Basically
its fill,
enzymes.
it will cut the husk free from its web, allowing it to fall to the forest floor, where smaller animals can feast on it. However, it also attracts larger scavengers, which can subsequently get caught in the web themselves. Consuelas have one of the longest lifespans of any Magnarania, living up to a decade long. Their mating
not bad.
habits are quite unique within the subfamily.
So basically, as long lifespan as the dogs, which is 10 years.
Involving, like most species, the much smaller male locating a female's web and using vibration signals to avoid being eaten by the female. This typically happens when they are around 3 years old. The male will live on the female's web alongside her for the rest of their lives, breeding every autumn. The Consuela does not die after mating, meaning they can keep producing offspring every year. Their offspring hatch in spring the following year. Despite having some of the largest egg sacs of all the Magnaranii, they only ever produce 8 infant individuals every year. This is because infant Consuelas are already extremely large, being around the size of the Goliath bird eater. Much like Komodo dragons, the infants must immediately flee from their parents' web and live on their own. If they don't, there is a very high likelihood of being eaten by their own parents.
Oh my gosh.
The infants lack the ability to produce silk, so they adapt a niche as a bush predators, catching birds and other small prey items off guard. Despite what you might think, these young arachnids will typically avoid humans and other large animals, valuing self-preservation. They will reach maturity at around 2 to 3 years. Consuelas are quite elusive, preferring to nest in areas of tropical and subtropical forests untouched by man. Consuelas are truly a sight to behold as long as you observe them from a safe distance. Due to their unique black exoskeleton, and elusive nature, they are highly valued for their exoskeletons. Many people even take Consuela molts and sew them back together for display. They have even become common targets for illegal spider hunter groups. Due to their very small litters, Consuelas are highly vulnerable to poaching, which has significantly impacted their population in recent years. This has prompted Omar to label the Consuela as a protected species and issuing fines for any poachers.
Why do you
hunting
even
them.
protect the Consuelas if
Not
they're
much else
eating
about
man,
the Consuela
humans?
is too unique. So we can now move on to the next species on the roster.
Doesn't make
the
sense.
giant cave spider.
Giant cave spider.
The giant cave spider, also called the consonnaus. The giant cave spider is one of the most elusive and rare species of Magnaranii.
Oh?
As its name suggests, it is only found in caves and caverns. This
Makes sense,
species
hence
is
the
only
name.
found in North and South America in major cave systems. These spiders are especially sensitive to light and vibrations, and
Okay.
their eyes evolve to fit their dark environment. Not much is known about the giant cave spider, as there have only been a handful of recorded sightings. That is, sightings that where the person lived to tell the tale. The giant cave spider, from what little information Omar has gathered, is one of the most dangerous species within the whole Magnaranii family.
How
Like
so?
the web warden, the giant cave spider is completely mute, not alerting anyone or anything to its presence. Giant cave spiders have sharp, spindly legs, a characteristic found in all consuelids.
Oh, wow.
They possess two
Okay.
hooked pedipalps at the front of their face, tipped with sharp, hooked claws. These pedipalps are used by the spider to capture and hold prey in place. As the spider waits
Interesting.
perched against its web within a cave, the pedipalps are splayed wide open, locked in place.
So basically,
Unlike
like
most
this.
members of the Consuelinae, the giant cave spider possesses a highly corrosive venom that is not meant to solely act as a sedative.
Corrosive venom. So basically, acid. Bruh. So basically, once they're put corrosive like venom onto you, you're basically cooked.
Giant cave
Because that's basically worse than being implanted by neurotoxin.
spiders possess venom glands located within their fangs, which is injected into their prey's body once caught.
Oh, that's
Giant
large.
cave spiders will simply wait perched on a web deep within a cave, remaining completely stationary. Many may wonder how they even get their food, seeing as caves are incredibly limited when it comes to food.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
giant cave spider can go extremely long periods of time without any food, seeing as their metabolism is extremely slow. On the
Oh,
off
alright.
chance that a feasible prey item stumbles into a cave where it has set up its home and is somehow alerted to the cave spider's presence, such as by shining a light onto it, it will immediately give chase, eventually catching up to its prey and holding them in place with its legs and or its pedipalps, and then injecting its venom into the prey item, causing major burns to form all over the body and causing flesh to essentially melt off. But death does not come quickly. After around 15-20 seconds, the venom will make its way into the victim's nervous system, attacking each nerve in its wake. This will eventually lead to total paralyzation of the victim, as the nerves will be completely destroyed. Once this has happened, the third stage of the venom will commence, liquefying the insides of the prey, leading to death. This allows the cave spider to suck the juices out of its prey. Once the cave spider has had its fill, it will return to its cave wall web and lay dormant until everything fully digests. Due to how dangerous the giant cave spider is, it is extremely risky to gather any information on the species. Only one photograph as of the production of this log currently exists.
So this is the size of a table that I'm currently have on my setup, and this is how big the giant cave spider is.
And there have been virtually
Gosh.
no sightings of male cave spiders, leaving their
So are they
reproductive
gonna
habits
cycle?
ambiguous. Some speculate that all individuals are female and they reproduce via asexual reproduction.
Of course.
However, current research suggests that their tube-like appendages at the end of their abdomen may have something to do with it. This
Oh.
appendage system is highly complex, featuring an ovary tube, a silk tube, a breathing tube,
interesting.
and a spore tube. Based on the few specimens Omar has captured and done research on, The ovary tube, as the name suggests, is the main reproductive organ of the giant cave spider. The silk
Why is it
tube
on
is
the
of
upside,
course
though?
used to produce and secrete silk. The breathing tube is a highly unique part of their anatomy, revealed to be used for converting carbon dioxide into oxygen.
Oh, interesting.
Seeing as deep caves are limited
Nice.
in oxygen. This allows them to comfortably thrive despite poor air quality. The spore tube, however, serves a much more useful purpose.
This segment has been cut off due to its containment of highly confidential material. Okay. I want to know more about giant cave spiders, man. Why? That's very unsettling.
The ovary tube also has another major use. After her eggs are fertilized, assuming that they require sexual reproduction, or once she has completed parthenogenesis, assuming that they don't require sexual reproduction, she will then...
Another redacted. Why? Why?
Giant cave spiders also possess rather thick and rigid exoskeletons, not easily damaged or weakened, even with chemicals that would otherwise kill most spiders. Like most Magnarinaea species, their biggest weakness is fire, able to rapidly
commit
incapacitate
arson.
them. While they are highly dangerous organisms, the best way to avoid them entirely is to stay out of cave systems unless there is confirmed to be no life forms present.
Yeah.
The next species on the roster is the X-legged spider.
Tiny.
These new life forms are a group of extraordinarily large...
What was that? Like, what was that in the title? Like, hello? The following segment has been reviewed and proved by Omar following confiscation. The Lost Tape, Emergence, the June of 1992. So this is 4 years
life forms
after.
are a group of extraordinarily large arachnids, branching off from
Basically
a new
tarantula
biological
size.
order under Arachnida. This order has been coined by Omar as the Magnarachnida, a highly diverse group consisting of some of the largest
Gigantic
arthropods the Earth
like
has ever seen. It
tarantulas.
is not 100% certain as to where these organisms even came from to begin with. Starting somewhere in Colombia around the late 1940s,
Of course, the origin.
and making their way
1940s?
across the globe, several theories have been made regarding their origins. Are they extraterrestrials spawned from an asteroid?
Aliens?
An ancient lineage finally awakened? Mutants created from atomic weapons? Or are they an ominous sign of the upcoming apocalypse? Well, according to the science, they are merely a case of anomalous biological hyper-evolution, splitting off from some type of common ancestor and rapidly diversifying and spreading out over the course of a few decades.
Interesting.
Normally, biological constraints would greatly weaken any arthropods of such large sizes, but this branch has evolved in a way to allow it. These arachnids possess exoskeletons and inner layers that give them a strong and reinforced structure, specially designed to support their scale and biomechanics. Their lungs have also evolved to accommodate their size, allowing for them to breathe normally. This documentary aims to cover and explain each species within the main family in Magnarachnida. We hope to educate the public on these life forms, teaching you their lifestyles and proper precautions when encountering one.
Interesting.
The X-legged spider.
The X-legged
the smallest
spider.
of the Consuelinae. The X-legged spider is named after its silhouette and the way its legs are positioned, resembling the rough shape of an X. These spiders are the least dangerous of the Consuelinae, mostly thanks to their nesting lifestyle and subsequently preferred prey. They construct their webs high up into the trees, just below the forest canopy. This is so that they can catch flying creatures such as birds, which are of plenty in their natural habitat. These spiders are exclusively found in the Amazon rainforest of South America.
Nice.
A female X-leg will wait patiently and perfectly still on her web until the moment a bat or a bird flies into her web, to which she will immediately grab onto it and inject a sedative into its bloodstream, leading to absence of consciousness within seconds. She will then wrap it in silk. Once she is ready to actually eat, she, like almost every other spider species, will inject a different type of venom that liquefies her prey, allowing her to suck up the juices. X-leg liquefaction venom is ineffective against medium-sized prey like humans, meaning they don't pose a real threat. Their mating habits are rather unique,
I'm chilling with
very
the
similar in nature
X-legs.
to the normal garden spiders most people are familiar with.
So this is the size of the X leg. I'll mess with that. I'll mess with it.
With. Male X legs are far smaller than their female counterparts.
Let me guess,
about
microscopic
the size
size.
of Goliath bird eaters or even huntsman spiders. This species is a rare instance where you're more likely to see the male than the female.
Oh.
Males typically will build their much smaller webs lower in the tree line than females, but still high enough to catch insects, which are their main source of food while they're in the juvenile phase. Male
Juvenile, so basically like
X-leg
jail?
silk is around 0.09 millimeters
Oh, that's
in diameter,
tiny.
no thicker than your hair, capable of supporting around 2 pounds or 1 kilogram before breaking. The females, however, produce silk around 0.6 millimeters in diameter, around the thickness of a fishing line.
I mean,
This
it's pretty
silk is
tough.
capable of supporting around 300 pounds of weight,
Wow.
which is ideal for their hunting lifestyle. X-leg spiders are very docile, and no unprovoked attacks on humans have ever been documented. They've
I
even
mess with
been used
X-legs.
by farmers
Guys,
as
I'm
pest
going to have an
control
X-leg
against
pets.
birds. X-legged spiders are known to release chemicals into the air that trigger uncontrolled behavior within birds.
Okay, we
causing
have
them
a
to
spore
deliberately
now.
fly right into the web of the spider whose chemicals it's been exposed to. Female X-legged spiders live for around 3 to 5 years, with males living to around 1.5 to 2.
Ah, not
When it's
as
time to
much.
mate, the male will locate a female's web, pluck her web to signal he is a mate, and he will then mate with her. After mating, the male is typically eaten by the female, and she
Oh,
will
that's
lay
horrible.
her eggs on her web, and they hatch in spring. These offspring will go to live on their own after only a few weeks, continuing the cycle. X-legged spiders are known to produce a sharp hissing sound to scare away potential predators.
Snakes?
All of these traits makes the X-legged spider a true marvel of nature, and
Yeah.
one that can truly coexist
Yeah,
with humans.
I'm gonna
Our
pet
next
one, the
species on the
X-legs.
roster is the tiger spider.
Wow, that's fitting name. Wow, that's a
The
fitting
tiger
name.
spider. The tiger spider actually has 2 subspecies. The first is the tiger spider itself. The tiger spider is also very elusive,
Let me guess, the counterpart is the leopard spider.
found in temperate and subtropical forests.
Oh,
with
gosh.
some populations even extending into southern Canada. It's believed that tiger spiders evolved their distinctive orange hues and stripes for the exact same reason that tigers
Oh, that makes
did,
sense.
that being for
A
camouflage.
tiger, like
Animals
the
deer
stripe
and
of the
boars
spider
have
as
what is
well.
called dichromatic vision, meaning
Oh.
that they perceive the world primarily through shades of yellow and blue, unlike humans which have trichromatic vision. Because of this, they are not able to differentiate between red and green, meaning that both tigers and the tiger spider appear to them as green, not orange. This is especially useful to the tiger spiders, seeing as they are not true ambush predators, only resorting to ambush tactics rarely, which we will cover in a minute. But for now, let's talk about their hunting and waiting tactic that they share with other Consuelids. The tiger spider's silk is a deep orange color, meaning it appears
orange
nothing
silk.
more than plants to their prey. The tiger
Oh, that
spider
looks
is
beautiful.
very aggressive, and although it will rarely come off of its web, they have been documented to jump down and bluff at potential threats. Due to this, observing them from a safe distance is absolutely crucial. Tiger spiders are also nomadic to a degree, meaning they never stay in one place for too long.
Oh, they're
If a
so
tiger
they're
spider deems
immobilized,
one
okay.
area as insufficient or potentially dangerous, they will eat their web until nothing remains. This process recycles silk, meaning they don't need to waste huge amounts of energy to produce more. Unlike other Consuelids, tiger spiders don't live in dense forests with thick canopies, and this means that they are vulnerable to storms and bad weather, especially due to their temperate habitats. Tiger spiders are highly sensitive to changes in barometric pressure, meaning they can adjust their behavior accordingly for upcoming storms. Every time a tiger spider builds a web, it also uses its powerful front legs to burrow into the ground, allowing for them to use these holes as temporary bunkers. When a storm approaches, the tiger spider will eat its web and crawl into the hole, after which it will loosen the surrounding dirt to block off the entrance to its burrow. Once the storm passes, they will re-dig the hole and crawl out. If no significant damage was done to the forest,
Oh, that is
they will
smart.
simply respin their web. If damage was done, however, they will move away and try to locate a new home. In cases where there are no sufficient trees around,
That is actually
they will
smart
adapt
play for a
accordingly,
tiger
taking
spider.
on the role of ambush predators, pouncing on their prey. Like other species, Tiger spiders simply wait perched on their web for a deer, hog, or other prey item stumbles into it. The spider will rush in, grabbing onto it and tearing it apart with its sharp claws and fangs. To them, it does not matter whether or not their prey is dead, as they almost immediately begin consumption. The tiger spider evolved a distinctive, complex mouth system, similar to the Goliath Maneater and some other Magnarania species, featuring proper mandibles and an extended esophagus. This allows the spider to literally chew their food, crushing it into a pulp. Female tiger spiders are estimated to live for around 4 years. Males, however, live for 8. This is because of
males
their
are longer.
reproductive habits. Tiger spiders take around
For
3
once
years
now.
to reach full maturity. Once maturity is reached, a male tiger spider will locate a female after sensing her pheromones released into the air in autumn. The male will use vibration signals to avoid being eaten himself before mating with the female. After mating, the male must jump from the web and locate another female, and the cycle repeats until winter. If he fails to jump from the web, he will be eaten himself. Both male and female tiger spiders will burrow into the ground and enter a state of hibernation through the winter before re-emerging in the spring. After mating, the female will do the exact same thing as normal, except before burrowing, she will eat her web. Then, once she is burrowed, she will construct a large web fortress underground and lay her eggs before going into hibernation herself. Once spring arrives, the eggs will hatch, and they will immediately begin consumption on their mother to get their nourishment.
That's horrible.
During this stage of life, cannibalism is quite common amongst the offspring, but rarely will less than 50% remain once it is time to emerge. After the mother is consumed, they will eat the mother's silk fortress, and after this, they will finally emerge during the last month of spring. The second subspecies of the tiger spider is known as the hornet spider. Hornet spiders
hornet
possess a
spider.
more pointed abdomen, a slightly smaller size, and yellow secondary stripes instead of orange.
Okay, alright. It's about the size of a garage door. Like their limbs alone.
Hornet spiders also live much farther south, even into the Caribbean.
Oh, so
They
basically, my gosh.
Hornet spiders also live much farther south.
So this is tiger spider's spawn point, and the south one is the hornets.
Even into the Caribbean.
I mean,
They
hornet
also
spider sounds
showcase
worse.
burrowing behavior, and they also lay more eggs than tiger spiders. Other than this, they are essentially the same. Both tiger spiders and hornet spiders are known to produce vocalizations. These vocalizations have been studied.
Oh, they communicate.
And audio
Nice.
recordings of both exist. We will now play the audio recordings from both.
Oh, basically like tiger. And
The
leopard.
next
Hornet
species
spider.
on the roster is the devil spider.
It even has a bat wings.
The devil spider. The devil spider is a tanky arachnid that possesses 8 crab-like legs.
Oh!
Made for crushing
That
and
looks
chewing.
radical.
Their most prominent feature, a very large carapace.
This is like similar to like hermit crabs or head crabs from
Formation.
Half-Life. That is so cool.
With 6 spike-like formations protruding from it. Although it looks horrific and dangerous, it is purely for intimidation, protection, and display. Devil spiders are actually quite docile, and they'll more often than not just run away upon seeing a potential threat. The devil spider does not use venom at all, relying on its crushing mandibles to chew its food. Speaking of food, the devil spider is actually omnivorous, feeding on both whatever animals or insects it can
Like
catch
us.
and abundant plant matter. The devil spider is exclusively found in temperate regions of North America
Dang
and
it.
Europe. The only consuela to
I have to
inhabit
grab
Europe.
one, to be
When
honest.
winter or a storm arrives, the devil spider will burrow its way underground.
Oh, so basically
much
the
like
similar mechanic to
aforementioned
tiger spider.
where it will then construct an insulated web fortress out of silk. This is also where female devil spiders will lay their eggs. Once it is time to mate, the devil spider male will locate a female, mate, and then go on their separate ways. The female will then burrow into the ground and construct a web fortress around herself, and she will then lay several eggs. Once spring arrives, these eggs will hatch, and the newly emerged offspring will cling to their mother's back, much like wolf spiders. The mother will then make her way out of the hole,
Oh, that is
go
so
on to live her
cool!
ordinary lifestyle, protecting her offspring while they essentially fast, not eating any food for the first 2 weeks of life. After the first 2 weeks, the offspring will reach a great enough size to fall off and life on their own.
That
Because
is
of their
so
ability to eat
cool.
plant life, combined with their high reproductive rates, the devil spider is considered a pest, decimating crops and local forests on
Okay,
a
that's
catastrophic
concerning,
scale.
alright?
Local governments have even issued laws requiring you to exterminate any devil spiders you find. Pesticides that would otherwise work on normal spiders are completely ineffective against them due to their massive size and protective exoskeleton. Governments in their range of location have enforced instructions on how to handle an encounter with a devil spider. The instructions are as follows. Don't get too close to a devil spider, as they might scurry off or bluff at you. Don't put your hand close to a devil spider's mouth, as this can result in maiming. Do not try to
Maiming?
pick up or touch devil spider. If you are armed with a medium caliber firearm, aim for the head of the spider. If you have any weapons capable of shooting fire, engulf the spider in flames.
Yep,
But make sure
commit
no
arson.
dry wilderness is around you, as this can cause
Committing
forest
arson
fires.
does
If you are
really a
armed
good
with
job to
hatchet,
spiders.
knife, or spear, do not use it, as devil spiders can retract their heads and curl their legs in ways that you cannot reach them.
So basically, like a turtle mechanism when it comes to defending themselves. Alright, okay.
If you are unable to deal with them yourself for any reason, call your local pest control. The devil spider has only one natural predator, that being the next
Redacted.
species on the roster is the great Congo spider. The great Congo spider. The great Congo spider, as the name suggests, is found solely in the Congo rainforest. The great Congo spider is a very large spider, with the largest specimen even recorded reaching a back-to-front leg length of around 15 feet, or around 4.6 meters. These spiders have
Around
a
Titan
characteristic
size,
green
wow.
color scheme all over their body, allowing them to easily blend into their environment.
Aww.
Great Congo spiders construct very large web fortresses in dense parts of the Congo rainforest, typically just beneath the forest canopy over 100 feet
Interesting.
high, giving it an
Camouflage.
aerial view of the forest floor below. The great Congo spider is one of the most dangerous predators on the
How
planet,
so?
deeming anything of decent size as feasible prey. The front 4 legs of the great Congo spider are robust and extremely strong, each tipped with large hooked claws. You are justified in wondering how such a massive predator gets its food, as Congolese birds would not be sufficient enough. The moment that a sizable prey item walks territory of a great Congo spider, it will detect the presence of the prey and deem just how heavy the animal is. If it determines the prey to be of feasible size, it will line itself up and fire a silk harpoon from its mouth
Wow.
directly at the prey, latching onto it and yanking it upwards within just a fraction of a second.
Bro, so the great Congo spider mimics the scorpion moves, like, get over here! Like, and then about to eat him. Like, what? Wow, that's very
The spider
unexpected
will
from the
use its
spiders.
front 4 legs to reel in the silk, allowing for it to capture its prey in just 5 to 10 seconds. Once it is in reach, it will deliver a paralyzing dose of venom before using its specially developed mandibles to crush and chew its prey. Inedible parts and large bones will be discarded, dropped to the forest floor below, leaving the area under its web a graveyard of bones. These spiders are quite vocal, capable of producing drumming sounds and loud clicks. These spiders live exceptionally long lifespans, ranging from 30 to 40 years.
Whoa!
Great Congo spiders will breed every 3 years during the dry season, during which the males will pinpoint the location of a female based off of her drumming sounds. The male will stay on the outer edge of her territory, sending vibration signals into the earth and through the trees to signal that he is a mate, not prey. After this, he will make his way up the trees and onto her web, typically carrying an animal wrapped in silk to keep the female occupied. After they mate, the male will make his way away from her territory. The female will lay around 50 to 100
That's a lot.
grapefruit-sized eggs into a 4
Grapefruit size egg. Like, imagine how big the grapefruit is alone. Times it by 100. Oh no!
Foot diameter egg sac, typically inside of a hollowed out tree trunk or in a specialized area
I mean,
of
that's
her
pretty
web
genius.
fortress. During this time period, she will not hunt or eat anything, guarding her offspring until they hatch. During this period of their lives, they are already around the size of a house cat, and they will act out on cannibalism, ensuring that only the strongest survive and allowing them to get their nutrients early on during the first few weeks of life. When they are strong enough to live on their own, they will fire silk harpoons into the surrounding trees to move away from their mother's.
So basically, what Spider-Man does. Okay, alright. I mean, it kind of makes
After
sense.
this, they will live on the forest floor as ambush predators. This phase of life lasts for around 5 years, with the offspring molting up to 6 times just in their first year of life. At the 5-year mark, the females enter the juvenile phase, with their exoskeleton thickening and their growth slowing. At 7 years of age, they reach roughly human size, and they move into the forest canopy, where they start to experiment with web construction and harpooning. At the age of 10 to 12, they reach full maturity, molting into their final size. Males, however, live much shorter lifespans, only 10 years maximum.
Dang.
Males reach maturity at around the age of 8 or 9, during which their instincts switch gears, and they focus entirely on finding a mate. After he moves away from the female's web post-mating, he will slowly die of exhaustion and old age shortly thereafter.
Dang, that makes sense.
The best way that you can avoid being yanked up by the great Congo spider if you ever find yourself in the Congo rainforest is to always look up and make sure there is no spider lurking under the canopy. The next species on the roster is the
Redacted. Video will resume slowly. So we see like a redacted information, pretty much. Like how the computer is running into some error. Yep. Flashing images. Video will resume shortly.
The next subfamily we will be covering is the Longulinae.
Okay, so they didn't even describe the last species of Consuela. Oh my gosh, that is cool.
Until next time on ARACHNID.
Wow. Okay, so this is the Soviet Russia thing. This is March 17, 1988. So we got here from the Russian description for the video is entry number 3, May 17, 1988 from USSR. Okay. Really? Do I need to translate all this? I mean, it kinda, because it's the purpose. So it's translated to Top Secret CCCP Ministry of Defense 1988 Internal Meeting. Okay. Alright, let's hear this. State number 3.
Товарищи, начнем.
That is real. Do I have to translate this? I think I have to.
Последние данные из Колумбии вызывают серьезную тревогу. Спутниковые снимки подтверждают быстрое расширение зараженной территории. Американцы продолжают отрицать масштаб происходящего.
Hold on. Okay, if I figure out this, and then I'll make sure to auto-translate it, even though it's not really fully corrected English. Alright.
Товарищи,
Comrades,
начнем.
let's begin.
Последние данные из
The
Колумбии
latest data
вызывают
from
серьезную
Colombia is
тревогу.
deeply
Спутниковые
concerning.
снимки
Satellite
подтверждают
images
быстрое
confirm the rapid
расширение
expansion
зараженной
of the
территории.
contaminated area.
Американцы продолжают отрицать масштаб происходящего. Они называют это локальной биологической аномалией. Локальной? За 2 года ареал увеличился почти втрое. Это уже нельзя назвать локальным.
Товарищ генерал, есть еще один вопрос?
Докладывайте.
Наши специалисты считают, что скорость появления новых видов невозможна, даже при самых оптимистичных расчетах.
Тогда возникает вопрос. Если природа не могла создать это, кто создал?
Мы пока Не располагаем доказательствами.
Но располагаем обстоятельствами. Вспышка происходит исключительно в западном полушарии. Американцы ограничивают доступ иностранных наблюдателей. Некоторые районы полностью закрыты.
Вы хотите сказать, что это испытание?
Я говорю лишь то, что выглядит наиболее вероятным.
Есть другая проблема. Если они продолжат движение на север, они достигнут Мексики. После этого мы больше не сможем рассчитывать исключительно на океан.
Через Берингову пролив.
Да, либо воздушным транспортом, либо судами, либо случайно. Достаточно одной оплодотворенной самки.
Если это действительно оружие, оно уже вышло из-под контроля.
Или именно так все и было задумано. Подготовьте рекомендации Политбюро. Я хочу варианты полного закрытия государственных границ. Немедленно.
So basically, what the video said about is the between the general and the infantry. What raising concerns about them? The Arachnopocalypse expansion from Colombia to the U.S. to Mexico to the Caribbean to the Central America. You know it. And they're raising concern about it, and they want to exterminate every piece of it. Which honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with USSR in this type of situation. At this point, just commit arson. Everything should look fine, right? Right? Yeah, I don't know what's going. Let's get to the next video. Oh, so that's the final one. Hold on. Leads to the fully season 1 of the analog horror. So far, I like the potential actually. Like how it explains it to you. Like how it explains to you pretty much. It's pretty much clearly like if you ever seen the Vita Carnis, the whole series, the season 1, the season 2, season 3, it's similar of that, the Arachnopocalypse Analog Horror, which is honestly I would give it like a solid 9. And this has the better performance and better potential to make season 2. So let me look it up this really quick and I'll show you. So so all these types of videos we see, we've been determined we have the Goliath Maneaters, and after this find out the Colombia raising concerns to their own citizen back at 1983. I don't pronounce that right. 1983, about this monstrosity, Goliath Maneaters that been adapt pretty much the environment and also the Amazon rainforest to warn people to evacuate and extending curfew for around 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. so that then no person or not many people will actually go outside at night, because again that's what the EBS talks about us, that the spiders are currently most active in the the nighttime, and they're densely packed on the population in the Amazon rainforest, densely humid environment, deep forests, and you name it. And some of them are actually blend in with the forest, which honestly really scary thought. Like when it comes to, like, for example, if you went to hiking with your friends and they spotted your silk that never saw it coming, you're basically like a victim from that spider alone. And it really depends if one of 8, either one of those 8 or even half of those from the Consuelas, which is the web spider thingy, eventually gonna eat you. And what makes it different about Goliath man-eaters and the Consuelas is that their reproduction cycle. While the Goliath man-eater actually uses body parts of us or a scrape to produce eggs, the Consuelas, some of them are in generate eggs. Once their offspring came out, they're eventually gonna come and eat their own mother, or from the devil spider's perspective, basically like wolf spider, like latching on the mother's back, which is actually so cool. Like I'm messing with devil spider, except they've been raising concerns because, you know, omnivores. I get that they're omnivores, but they're really eating a lot of crops, which raises concern on governmental issues. Again, yeah, some of the Consuelas are alright with that, and I will even raise them as a pet in this house. Again, um, it's arachnophobic warning. If you watch this on your own risk, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. And that's gonna be included for the season one of this analog horror, the Arachnopocalypse. Again, entirely made by Channel Zero. I'll put the link down in the description down below, so his channel you go, so check it out. And if you wanted to look more about summary, I'll do summary in between takes of the video, which is kind of pointed. Again, if you have any clearer theories, clearer summaries, and clearer perspective of what's really going on in Arachnopocalypse, again, go write that down in the comments. I'll and time and then include timestamp on it as well, so that I will look into it again. I will look into it, read it, and then read it on my own. And well, this is the end of the video. God bless you all. Peace.